Hey guys, what's up? It's Amanda, and kind of back. I'm actually just getting over a cold, and then I've got something else going on, so I'm on antibiotics, and so these antibiotics are making me sleepy one minute, wide awake the next. And you throw that on top of my insomnia I already have. Yeah, so, but anyway, I recently got into a new project making salt dough. And I guess this has been around for like many years. And I'm just now learning about it. So it started with because I wanted to do paw prints of my animals. So my first batch turned out wrong. Somehow the instructions weren't quite precise, or I just was too blind to even follow. I don't know. So that dough got trashed. It never even became a dough. So I ended up using more and not getting anything. I ended up using a lot. I mean, I bought a thing of sugar, not sugar, but salt, and I'm almost gone. Yeah. I gotta go buy some more. Luckily, it's less than $1. So anyway, so yeah, it's just flour, salt, and water. That's all you gotta do. And you just kind of measure it to like your liking, I guess. Mine is a cup of flour, half a cup of salt, and watering half a cup until I don't need any more water. All depends on how the dough forms. The dough should be not sticky and soft and smooth. If you've got extra dough, seal it in airtight containers, and yeah, make sure there's no air to the dough. And when you're making your projects, make sure the dough is sealed up. If you leave the dough sit out while you're creating your stuff, it's going to dry out. So put it in a sealer or cover it with a damp towel. So anyway, onto that. This is what I made. That was Sears paw print. I don't know if you can that's her paw print. And then Caitlin's is actually certain lightings. And there's her paw print. I'm actually going to redo these because this was from the first dough. I didn't knead it very well. So, yeah. And I don't have a rolling pin, so these were kind of just smushed, flattened in my hand. But I found out just a round can will flatten it out. And you kind of want them like maybe a 1/4 inch thick. Anything more, it takes too long. So I made those. What else? I've got a whole bunch here. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to show these all to you. I've got tons here. Tons of stuff here. Last video was like 16 minutes. I don't want to create that long. So, anyway, without further ado, I actually went hunting, found another one that said if you bake them, put them in the oven at 325 for about a half hour, it works. Well, 2 point. This is what happens. These are still soft in the middle. I mean, they come right back to, come right back to shape. But in some spots but yeah, I made these. They took about 22 minutes at their thickness, at 325. I think, but they have a flaw. Because they're like bread dough or something, I guess you'd call it. They did split. So these do have a flaw. Now, I don't have paint, actual paint. And you're probably thinking, but those look painted. They're nail polished. I figured, yeah, if you can seal these, because you need sealer to kind of preserve them, I guess would be the best word to use, preserving. If you don't have any kind of sealers that you can use, just clear fingernail polish. I'm thinking, well, if you can use, I can't use just regular fingernail polish to paint. We're about to find out. Because no video have I watched that says you can use them. So I made these. My first little actual trinket, which pretty sure is going to be somebody wants. I know somebody's going to want it. Little purse. It's like my favorite piece, and this is like, I will not part with this one. This one, and I can actually do another one. So, yeah. Then I made tags, initial tags. Whoops. So this is what happened in my last video. I like myself, my sister, and mom. Our initials spell ATM. So yeah, little initial tags or whatever. I've made some more. I made these candy canes. These are my unfinished stuff. Those candy canes. My mom made this candy cane. My mom made one of these. So one of her friends has cancer, so this is what I made for her. So yeah. We'll see. And then it's gonna go on this, and it's gonna say champion for one of the puppies that live in the building. Then I made initial letters. This is my favorite by far. I don't know if I could ever make a perfect S again. This S is like, for my first letter like this, really good. And then P for Pippa. And K for Caitlin. Then I wanted to learn how to do, I saw videos on like roses. So I made a rose. Probably could have done another petal. Or try to peel it back. And then I wanted a stem, so I figured out how to do a stem. And then here's my other one. This is the one that really didn't come out. Because I don't have any kind of tools. The tools I have are like what you eat with. You know, knife, spoon, fork. Those are the tools I have to work with. So, because I just got started into this stuff. So yeah. And I made a little laptop. And I thought about, I'm just going to paint it a silver, paint this green black, and not have a logo. I thought about putting in the Apple logo just because I like Apple products. But I'm also a Windows user, so if I just leave it blank, yeah. So this could be another one of my favorite little trinkets. I didn't use anything to hold it up. I didn't have to stick anything in. All I did was used a cake pan and had it leaned up against the side, and that's what held it up. What else? That's what I showed you. This was the first thing I made after the paw prints. First little trinket. It's just going to be a glazed donut, painted like a brownish, light brownish, and then glaze it, you know. the top little round thing is what I made. I didn't know what I was going to do, so I thought cinnamon bun. So I made a little thicker part. And so yeah, brown, and then drizzle white. Okay. Christmas tree. Not the best Christmas looking tree, but tree. This probably won't get painted because the only green I have is a lime green, and you need a dark green. So yeah. I showed you that. Banana. The way I've got it marked out, I tried to mark it so it looked unpeeled, but the way I have it, it looks like it's going to be a peeled one. So I figured like a beige, deeper white kind of color. Like a beige, I guess, off-white beige. You know, the color of like the inside banana. And then maybe a light brown for like the brown spots. And then this was my final piece. It's just a little piece of bread. That's what I kind of made it into, a little piece of bread. Bread loaf. And I'm thinking cherries. I thought about doing holly leaves, but I didn't know how to really make a leaf. Looks like I don't have any kind of cookie cutters. And you're probably thinking, what? No cookie cutters? How do you make cookies? I buy them pre-shaped. So after I did, okay, the bread piece and this other piece I'm going to show you have a story. Because when you bake these things, you're drying them out. You're not baking them. They take up to maybe 4 hours, depending on their thickness. The thinner they are, the more less they're going to be in. Most of mine, I've probably spent maybe a good 8 to 10 hours in an oven. I could be exaggerating that, it's just because of what it feels like. That's the worst part about it, the waiting in the oven, because you set the oven for about between 200 and 250, are good temps, for about 2 to 4 hours. Checking halfway through, flipping, so it's like an even bake, not bake, but even dry, you know. Another thing is I don't have parchment paper, wax paper. So if you do these, you're probably wondering, how are they not sticking? I lightly grease the bottom. I use this, and I just lightly, I'm just talking like a dusting. And I take my fingers and wipe it. And they don't stick, and they come out just like they should. But anyway, I didn't feel like using the oven. You know, sometimes late at night, I'm up late at night, and I don't really want to go into my kitchen. Because where I live, I have to share my kitchen and bathroom. That's another story. You've probably already know that if you've followed me. But anyway, I found out a microwave one. You can do it for 3 minutes. You're good to go. I put mine in for 3 minutes. 2 of the 3 things I made because I had some little bit of dough left. I probably could have made more, but this one object took most of it. Burnt like not black burnt, but brown burnt. It smelled like burnt popcorn burnt. And so yeah, I'd say if you're gonna do them in the microwave, 30-second intervals. You know, check them. You're gonna hear a little sizzling, but yeah, they still come out. And so here's my little snowman. And yeah, there's a little separation. There's the burn. But again, you know, once I paint it, you're not really gonna notice it. So yeah, my little sassy snowman. little sassy. I wanted a sassy snowman. Not only that, I wasn't sure how I was going to get the arms to, like, stay, because I kind of did the arms a little thin. So, yeah. But other than that, everything's cool. I'm cool. I found a new project. I'm happy. And, yeah. I'm just about at 16 minutes, and I didn't want to go this long. So, I hope you all have a great and wonderful Christmas, and I love you all. Mwah!